Hello, I'm Kathleen Sherman and welcome. I am a shamanic medical intuitive, so I blend shamanism and medical intuition, psychic abilities, mediumship, and help others on their path of ascension. And today I'd really like to talk to you and explain a little bit about ascension symptoms. So I'd like to give you some tools and tips for your ascension. Most of us on the planet are going through a spiritual awakening. And that's why there's so many people that are interested in psychic abilities and telekinesis and like all these cool things that we can do. We all have the abilities to do. And I, as a medical intuitive, that's a really broad, expansive word, label for what I do, which is I see, sense, and feel into people's energy fields and into the universe. And I help align, shift, and help people just like me go through their ascension symptoms. And so we're very multidimensional on who we are as a soul. And I wanted to talk a little bit about things you may be experiencing right now, considering that we're going through major changes and major shifts in the universe, which are actually helping us to wake up out of the slumber, to wake up from the experience of the who we've been in the past. And all of a sudden you wake up and you go, I'm seeing and sensing and feeling things. Where was that before? How did it come? Why didn't I see this before? And so this is where I want to come out and talk about a little bit about a few things about ascension symptoms. So ascension is us moving into a more conscious state of being. And so we're opening up, we're moving past the box that we were taught of what we were taught, and we're starting to expand our wings and starting to see through veils of consciousness into a new state of being, into what what the universe is. And so you get glimpses, and you get it through all of your senses. You get visions and a knowingness about certain things. And honestly, you've always done this, but it trickled in a little slower. And all of a sudden, you may be experiencing big changes all of a sudden. So ascension symptoms, it's us going through these changes. And what's happening is the astrological parts of the universe, the full moons, the new moons, all of these things that are moving and shifting and changing on the earth are actually shifting us as well. And so they're helping us to open up. The energy on the earth is rising. And as that happens, we are rising. We're kind of being forced to rise up with it. But that also, as we rise up in consciousness, it kind of irritates the things that we haven't worked on yet. And so the things that are within. So the astrological changes are really bringing these things in. So the moon, and they're causing cellular changes in us. It's actually, think of it as a computer upgrade, right? It's just like a computer. Our bodies are like a computer. We need to upgrade every once in a while. And this is what we're receiving. The universe is providing that. But it also, in the same effect, it pulls up all the things from the basement, from the roots of us that we haven't worked on, such as irritation, anger, resentment, fatigue. So this will cause like physical symptoms like fatigue and body aches and flu type symptoms, ringing in the ears, dizziness. All of these things, our body is trying to acclimate and understand what's going on within the universe. We're trying to align ourselves more with the universe. This brings forth huge opportunities for change for you to see things in a better way, to see it from a higher vision. I see a lot of times I'll see it as like an oracle sitting on a high, like on a high throne or a high seat. Basically, we become the oracle. We're all becoming oracles. And in that, what we're doing is we're just becoming more one with the universe, more connected and more knowing. But it takes a lot of work to pull up those things from the basement of us, so to speak, from the shadows. And some of the things that we need to do to get through this ascension time is to let go of old, outdated pain, suffering, experiences, and blame for anything that's outside of yourself. What does that mean? It means not giving anybody or anything else any power of giving them the power of your experiences, blaming others, blaming other experiences, blaming experiences others. It all came from you. And honestly, all of these things came from within you. It was things that you, before you came into this life, chose to have the experiences of. And honestly, we all had connections with other people that we connected with before we came into our incarnation, our lifetime, so that we could play out these experiences. And we play them back and forth. And it's like we play roles with each other, and we play the bad guy, then we play the good guy, girls, guys, whatever. And when we do these things, it actually causes rifts. And these things go much deeper than just this lifetime. We live multiple lifetimes of these playing on the playground with other children, really. And so if you can learn to let go of what you think you know and allow yourself to just ground and balance, and to allow things to just break off. Great, just meditation techniques of just going, okay, this is something I don't need anymore. Take a deep breath and just allow things to fizzle out. Just fizzle out, just dissolve out of your body. And I want to teach you a grounding and centering technique, which is really easy, really, really basic. If you just take a deep breath and just let the energy go. Just say, I allow everything, this is in your mind, I allow everything to just fall away from me, just break off out of me and around me, all the irritation I hold on to. I allow all the pain and suffering and you may see it in pictures or feel it in emotions. I let it just drain right out of me, and I let it go down into the earth with a breath out, just saying, okay, I release you. You aren't doing me any good anymore. Thank you so much for the experiences. Thank you so much. Taking deep breaths and pouring it out of you, pouring it out of your heart, pouring it out of your consciousness, out of your mind, and allowing it to release. That's a release technique. Just pouring out of you. Imagine it like turning to liquid and just pouring right out of every part of your body, your soul, your consciousness. And when you do that, you allow it to just release, and it transmutes into the earth. And I want you to envision or imagine. Imagination is your intuition. Envision your feet grounding roots into the earth, and even your hands. This is a great one for me because it's hard to ground sometimes. So taking a deep breath and just envisioning your body getting heavy, grounding, connecting to the ground, connecting to the earth that is the divine wisdom of the Mother Earth. And I want you to just allow her to just pull out and just release, and as you release all of that energy that doesn't work for you anymore, all that anger, resentment, let it go. Put it into a box and let it go down into the earth, not inside you anymore. We compartmentalize things, and that stays in our body. And that's what I want you to let go of. I want you to envision. I wrapped it up with a little bow in a box and went, thank you so much. You're so beautiful. And these beautiful experiences, which didn't feel beautiful at the time, you're allowing to see the beauty and the experiences of it. It's helping you grow as a soul, and you don't even realize how much that means to you as a soul. So when I say that, it might make you go, wee, like a feeling of ecstasy or energy, because you came here to have all these experiences. And when you ground, you just let that go. And I want you to bring back the beautiful cleansed up mother energy from earth back into your body, and just feel embraced and loved in that beautiful, loving, mothering energy, that balanced, loving, mothering energy. You can also do that with envisioning sending the energy up into the heavens for the Father part of that, and connecting in with that and bringing them back in both into your heart space and letting them dance within your heart together, feeling grounded, centered, balanced, aligned, and tell your body that. Your body, by closing your eyes and saying that in your mind or out loud, you're telling your body to align, be calm, take another deep breath, feel yourself in your body, grounded, centered, aligned, and balanced. It balances your yin yang. It balances all parts of you, just telling your body what you need. Much love. Namaste.